Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 3rd of April 2025 and President Donald Trump, guys, he's officially declared 2nd of April as Liberation Day, and because of that, guys, there's a lot of news circulating regarding tariffs. Now I cannot stress this enough, guys. Rather than watching 10 sources of information, we need to go and look at information from the first source, and President Donald Trump did actually go live on the official White House YouTube channel, and he did give very specific details regarding the tariffs, and he's focusing only on reciprocal tariff, guys. Now in the show notes below, guys, you'll get quite a lot of useful information, and all of the sources, guys, are directly from White House, and these are the only official sources. So what I'll do, guys, in today's episode, I'll definitely go ahead and discuss what the reciprocal tariffs are, and more importantly, guys, it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of an impact does it have on the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now while President Donald Trump was live, guys, the prices of Bitcoin was almost on the verge of touching the $87,000 mark, but immediately after he went live, guys, the prices have fallen down once again, and these are moments a lot of notorious traders and whales tend to manipulate us in it, so we need to be looking at quite a lot of macro level things as well, and news such as this, guys, directly and indirectly impacts the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, isn't it? And what I'll do, guys, in today's episode, I'll go ahead and discuss how reciprocal tariffs could actually benefit the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now talking about US, guys, there are two states, that is Alabama and Minnesota, and there's a really interesting update regarding Bitcoin reserve plans. So in today's episode, guys, I'll definitely go ahead and discuss this, and there is a very high possibility, guys, that this Bitcoin reserve plan will actually kick in from the 1st of October. That'll be for the state of Alabama, and 1st of January 2026 in Minnesota. So we'll definitely go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now the next news, guys, is all the way from Singapore, an electronic giant company, that is Sony, guys. They've actually partnered with Crypto.com, and now users can actually go ahead and pay with cryptocurrencies, but they're focusing currently only on stablecoin, that is USDT. So this news is kind of connected to Circle as well as in it, so we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this news. Now the final news, guys, unfortunately is not a positive one, and this is connected to Bybit. And here's the thing, guys, Bybit has decided to shut down NFT marketplaces. Definitely unfortunate, isn't it? So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this news. So quite a lot of cover, guys, in today's episode, and like we do in every Crypto and Coffee Date series, we will be looking at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news, guys, is definitely a massive one, and there are two giant companies that are partnering, and Accenture and CBD, that is Commercial Bank of Dubai, guys. They are partnering to train employees in data and artificial intelligence, so we'll definitely go ahead and discuss this. Now the second news, guys, is more connected to cryptocurrency exchange, and this is to do with Weeks, and it is spelled as W for water, E for elephant again, and X, and looks like going forward their global strategy is relocating to Dubai, and they will also be part of Token 2049 event that is scheduled to take place later this year, and them moving to Dubai, guys, is definitely a big deal, isn't it? So I'll definitely go ahead and give out more information regarding this. So quite a lot of cover, guys, in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media, guys, is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact, guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well. And Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing, guys. They're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously. And they're focusing on 3 Ps. That is people, planet, and prosperity. Now listen, guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing, guys. They also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing, and hosting training workshops, seminars, and community events that educate, inform, and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing. Go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform. Check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now look guys, when President Donald Trump was going live, the global cryptocurrency market was actually pumping up. And at that point of time guys, the global cryptocurrency market was hovering around the $2.80 trillion mark. And the price of Bitcoin alone was around the $87,000 mark. But looks like mainstream media is definitely not liking the tariffs that have been implemented. And they're circulating quite a lot of misleading information. And whether we like it or not guys, it is that news that does actually drive the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now if you look at the market sentiment guys, as I mentioned yesterday, it is still at fear. But a couple of days before that it was extreme fear. And few weeks ago guys, the number associated regarding market sentiment was around mid-30s. But today it is at 44. And I'm pretty much sure guys, over the next coming days and weeks, the market sentiment will definitely be changing. And it's so critical to understand guys. Tariffs are definitely going to be working great for the US economy. And I really urge you guys to go ahead and listen to my previous episodes. Now regarding tariffs guys, I've gone ahead and released 2 episodes using artificial intelligence. So what I'd really recommend you to do is go ahead and listen to 2 episodes. It is divided into part 1 and part 2 guys. Part 1 guys talks about reciprocal tariffs and how it is going to rectify US trade deficits. And the second one guys is regarding Trump's stance and why he has declared trade national emergency. And look guys, it is so critical to understand that President Donald Trump is focusing on reciprocal tariffs. As a matter of fact guys, if you actually go to the tariffs that is implemented by President Donald Trump, it is not even matching what other countries are charging. And you would be surprised guys as to what countries are charging United States of America. So look, if you're an American guys, this move of President Donald Trump is definitely going to be great. And looks like President Donald Trump wants to go ahead and make America wealthy again as well. Now I'll definitely go ahead and discuss more regarding this. But before that guys, let's go ahead and take a deep dive into the global cryptocurrency snapshot. And as of today guys, the global cryptocurrency market is at $2.70 trillion. And since the last 24 hours, it is marginally down by 1.79%. But here's the thing guys, if you look at the 24-hour cryptocurrency market volume, it is well over the $100 billion mark. And then guys, we need to compare this with the volume of stable coins, and even the volume of stable coins is over the $100 billion mark. And according to me guys, the price is falling down is just a temporary move, and as and when the world sees the benefits of tariffs guys, I'm pretty much sure it's going to positively be impacting the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now what I'd really recommend you to do is, at least for the next 3 to 4 days, keep a track on the volume of stable coins compared with the 24-hour trading volume, and then guys, also look at the total cryptocurrency market volume, and if the volume of stable coins is let's say about the $100 billion mark, then I could confidently state that the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will be pumping up. But look guys, if the volume of stable coins is low, I really am not sure which direction the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will be heading towards. But nonetheless guys, next week in the Blockchain DXB podcast, I'll definitely go ahead and discuss this. Now if you look at the volume of decentralized finance guys, unfortunately the numbers are not looking great at all, and it is only at $6.91 billion, and DeFi guys as of today is accounting for 6.38% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. And if you look at the total value locked guys, it is well below the $100 billion mark. It is at $95.54 billion, with Lido still dominating at $17.67 billion, and decentralized to centralized exchange dominance guys today is at 24.40%. Now let's quickly run through the volume of decentralized exchanges. Now Uniswap today is once again at number 1, and its 24-hour volume is $1.28 billion. PancakeSwap guys is at number 2, and its volume is well below the $1 billion mark. It is at $989.78 million. Pump guys is at number 3, and its 24-hour volume is $382.65 million. At number 4 guys, we have a new exchange called as Ugly Finance, and the 24-hour volume is $364.22 million. Orca guys is at number 5th, and its 24-hour volume is $353.92 million. Now let's quickly run to the volume of stable coins. And as I mentioned earlier guys, because the volume of stable coins is pumped up, I'm kind of content even though the prices are going down, because when the volume of stable coins increases guys, it means that people are parking a lot of the Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies onto stable coins as opposed to converting them into fiat currency, isn't it? So let me know guys if you agree to my assessment or disagree to it. Now the volume of stablecoins is $104.74 billion, and it is accounting for 96.88% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. And it's needless to say guys, out of this $104.74 billion, Tether USDT is accounting for majority of the chunk, and its 24-hour volume is $82.93 billion. Circle USDC guys is at number 2, and its 24-hour volume is $14.21 billion. And later on guys, we'll go and discuss a massive partnership that Circle USDC has with Crypto.com, and because of that guys, looks like they'll be benefiting by Sony users purchasing things online as well. So definitely a great thing for Circle USDC as well. Now the third one so far as the 24-hour volume is concerned is FDUSD, and its 24-hour volume is $7.24 billion. Now guys, let's quickly run to the market cap, 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now Bitcoin's market cap guys is well below the $1.70 trillion mark. It is down to $1.65 trillion, whereas Ethereum's market cap is at $219 billion. Now if you look at the 24-hour trading volume guys, because the price has increased and has fallen down, a lot of trading activity did actually take place, isn't it? And today Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume is $43.81 billion, whereas Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume is $20.51 billion. Now the dominance of Bitcoin guys is definitely pumped up, and today it is at 61.89%. And as I mentioned earlier guys, before President Donald Trump going live, the price of Bitcoin was hovering around the $87,000 mark, and the price of Ethereum was close to touching the $2,000 mark. But the prices of Ethereum as well as Ripple has gone down, and so far as the dominance of Ethereum is concerned guys, it is at 8.30%. Now every day in the Blockchain DXB podcast guys, I tend to look at one new matrix, isn't it? And today guys, what I want to do is, I want to look at NFTs, but this matrix guys is more to do with the highest market cap, and what I really like is this particular matrix guys is not connected to fiat currency, rather it is connected to cryptocurrency and mostly Ethereum. So it is great to see that the matrix is not connected to US dollar or any fiat currency for that matter, rather it is only connected to cryptocurrency. And the first one guys is Bored Ape Yacht Club, and that has the highest market cap so far as NFTs is concerned. And in terms of Ethereum guys, it is at 168,189.79 Ethereum. Pudgy Penguins guys is at number 2, and in terms of market cap, it is 88,930.02 Ethereum. The third one guys is Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and in terms of market cap it is 52,816.34 Ethereum. Now the fourth one, guys, is MetaX creation. In terms of market cap, it is 20,663.08 Ethereum. At number 5th, guys, is Doodle. And in terms of market cap, it is 29,996.19 Ethereum. Now, guys, let's go and look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. And the price of Bitcoin is $83,484. And since the last 24 hours, it is down by 2.29%. And since the last 7 days, it is down by 4.06%. The price of Ethereum, guys, right now is $1,821. And since the last 24 hours, it is down by 4.49%. And since the last 7 days, it is down by 8.79%. Ripple or XRP, guys, there is a very high chance it will go below the $2 mark, because right now it is at $2.02. And since the last 24 hours, it is down by 5.61%. And since the last 7 days, it is down by 13.32%. Now look, guys, I cannot stress this enough. When it comes to tariffs, do not look at mainstream media. Rather go ahead and do your own research. And in the show notes below, guys, there is official information regarding tariffs. And all of the information is directly from White House. And if you actually read through it, guys, you would be completely surprised. And you would actually question two things. Why is mainstream media not giving out the right information? Why didn't previous politicians go ahead and implement similar tariffs? And President Donald Trump, during his election campaign, guys, has often said that tariff is the best word that he actually likes. And he has actually fulfilled what he's actually promised. And President Donald Trump did actually take on to Twitter, guys, as well as Truth Social. And he did actually say it's Liberation Day in America. And looks like President Donald Trump, guys, wants to go ahead and make America wealthy again. And what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, go to the White House official YouTube channel. And there's a really iconic speech given by President Donald Trump, where he went ahead and explained the reasoning for tariffs. And according to me, guys, United States of America under Trump administration is definitely heading for a golden age. And because of tariffs, guys, he's also able to secure more than $5 trillion worth of investment. And mainstream media is not talking about this, isn't it? Now look, guys, it is really important to understand that President Donald Trump is implementing reciprocal tariffs. And because of that, guys, a lot of the other nations, they might go and reduce their own tariffs as well. Now what I want to do is, guys, I just want to run through some numbers regarding tariffs. And you will be completely shocked, guys, as to what percentage other countries are charging United States of America. So let me do one thing, guys. Let me go ahead and talk about some of the most important ones. Because if you look at China, guys, China charges 67%, guys. And with Trump's new reciprocal tariffs, guys, he's going to be charging them 34%. It is still not the same as 67%. Now if you look at European Union, guess how much they are charging, guys. They are charging them a staggering 39%. And Trump has increased the reciprocal tariffs to 20%. Now to be honest, guys, this is not reciprocal tariffs as well. It is more of a discounted reciprocal tariffs, isn't it? But check out the next one, guys. Vietnam charges a staggering 90%. And President Donald Trump has increased the tariffs of Vietnam to 46%. If you look at Taiwan, guys, they are charging 64%. And President Donald Trump has increased it to 32%. Now what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, MSN has published details of the tariffs. And they have put out a very simple image, guys. They have given information as to how much other countries charge and what is the new tariffs President Donald Trump is implementing. And here's the thing, guys. President Donald Trump's discounted reciprocal tariffs is not higher to absolutely any country. There are a couple of countries like UAE and Saudi Arabia, guys, where both the countries are charging 10% each. And that, to be honest, is a win-win solution for both the countries, isn't it? Now, news such as this should be covered by mainstream media, guys. And if they do actually start covering this news, I'm pretty much sure it's going to be having a positive impact on the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, isn't it? So look, guys, according to me, these tariffs will definitely be great for United States of America. Now, the only reason why I feel that is because there is an option for businesses to not pay the tariffs, and what they can do is they can invest in the United States of America, guys. And if they do that, they will not be paying absolutely any tariffs. And this is the genius of President Donald Trump, guys. And that is one of the reasons why he's called as a deal maker, isn't it? And mainstream media is not telling you this, guys. President Donald Trump has secured over $5 trillion. Now let's say, guys, if President Donald Trump wasn't able to secure $5 trillion, in that case, these tariffs would be absolutely horrendous. But because he has secured $5 trillion, guys, and it is definitely a win-win situation for United States of America, as well as other countries, to be honest. Now the only question I have for you guys is, you need to go ahead and think, guys, why didn't prior politicians did not implement higher tariffs? And the only explanation I can think of is they were probably bribed by other countries, isn't it? And I'm talking about them being bribed by other politicians or maybe even other businesses from other countries. That is the only logical explanation I can think of. Let me know guys if you agree or disagree to my assessment. And look guys, it is so important to understand that the new tariffs that has been implemented can be amended absolutely at any point of time. And let's say guys, if other countries go and reduce it, the discounted reciprocal tariffs are designed in such a way, the percentage will automatically go down as well. And this, according to me guys, will definitely make America wealthy again, isn't it? And when that thing happens guys, I'm pretty much sure the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will be pumping up as well. So definitely interesting times ahead. Now guys, let's go and talk about interesting times in the world of Bitcoin and two Republican states guys. That is Alabama and Minnesota. They have some interesting updates in the world of Bitcoin Reserve. Now let me do one thing guys. Let me go and talk about the state of Alabama. An Alabama Senate bill that is 283 SB 283 proposes allowing the state treasurer to invest up to 10% of certain funds into digital assets, including Bitcoin, stable coins, as well as exchange-traded products. But here's the interesting thing guys. These eligible assets must either be SEC-approved ETPs or have an average market capitalization of at least $750 billion over the last 12 months. And if you look at it guys, only Bitcoin qualifies for this, isn't it? Because if you look at Ethereum's market cap, at least right now it is below the $220 billion mark. Maybe in the next year or so Ethereum's market cap might actually pump up. But regarding this bill guys, the bill also mandates secure custody solution for storing digital assets and allows for lending them to generate returns. And if this bill is passed guys, this particular law would take effect on 1st of October 2025. Now if you do need official link to this guys, the official bill is in the show notes below. Now according to me guys, there is a very high chance for this bill to be approved. So definitely keep an eye on this particular date guys. Regarding Alabama, it is the 1st of October 2025. And regarding Minnesota guys, the Minnesota House has filed 2946, also called as HF 2946. And this particular bill guys allows the state to allocate a portion of its reserves into Bitcoin and other digital assets. And the bill guys outlines guidelines for secure custody, risk management, and potential yield generation to lending and staking as well. And more importantly, it aims to position Minnesota at the forefront of digital assets. And they do that by adopting leveraged Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation and financial stability. And if this bill gets passed guys, the law would enable the state to diversify treasury holdings with Bitcoin, thereby ensuring long-term financial resilience. Now look guys, under Trump administration, we are getting quite a lot of positive news regarding Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, isn't it? And under the Biden regime guys, things were definitely not looking good for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now along with these two states, that is Alabama and Minnesota guys, let me just run through some updates regarding other states. Because so far South Carolina is concerned guys, they are proposing allowing the state treasurer to allocate up to 10% of state funds into Bitcoin. Definitely genius move. And regarding Oklahoma guys, House Bill number 1203 has been passed by the House, and right now it is waiting for a review by the Senate. Now regarding the state of Texas guys, Senate Bill 21 establishes a Bitcoin strategic reserve, and it is waiting to be national approval. Now so far as Arizona and Utah is concerned guys, both the states have introduced Bitcoin reserve frameworks, but only the state of Utah has removed reserve language during revisions. So look guys, if you look at United States of America, right now there are 47 Bitcoin reserve bills, and they are introduced in 26 states, with 41 still active. So it's going to be really interesting to see guys, once a bill gets approved, and I'm pretty much sure that news itself will actually drive the price of Bitcoin further, isn't it? So I'll definitely go and touch base on that on the Blockchain DXB podcast. Now guys, let's go and discuss another news, and this is connected to electric giant that is Sony. And Sony Electronics in Singapore guys, they are partnered with Crypto.com, and because of that they now support USDC payments on Sony Store Online, and this can be done only via Crypto.com pay service. Now look guys, this particular move makes it the first consumer electronic brands in Singapore to enable direct crypto payments, and this particular partnership guys enhances crypto adoption and offers users a seamless checkout experience. So definitely brilliant move, and I'm pretty much sure guys, Sony will be adding support for more cryptocurrencies in the near future as well. So definitely interesting news. Now unfortunately guys, the next news I'm going to be talking about is not positive for the world of cryptocurrencies, particularly NFTs. And Bybit guys, they have announced delisting of Bybit Web3 NFT marketplace, as well as inscription in IDO. And they haven't given much reasoning regarding this guys. The only thing that they mentioned on the website is that this particular change will take effect on 8th of April 2025, after which these products will no longer be accessible. So what I'd really recommend you to do is guys, if you're someone who's actively involved in NFT marketplaces, inscriptions or IDO, and if you're a customer of Bybit, you may want to go and check if you receive official email regarding this. But definitely unfortunate news, isn't it? So these were the news guys on the world of Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, artificial intelligence, even politics on blockchain DXB. Now let's go and look at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. And the first news guys is connected to artificial intelligence and two giant companies, that is Accenture and Commercial Bank of Dubai. They have partnered to train employees in data and artificial intelligence. So let me do one thing guys. Let me go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Because this particular move guys supports Commercial Bank of Dubai's broader digital transformation strategy, and Commercial Bank of Dubai guys has now become the first UAE bank to launch an enterprise-wide data literacy program, and there will be certification in data and artificial intelligence, and employees will receive official certification in data and artificial intelligence, and they're also implementing Udacity guys, and Udacity is part of Accenture, and they provide expertise in digital upskilling, and there will also be comprehensive training guys, and the programs will focus on data management, analytics and artificial intelligence as well. And the whole idea of this partnership to train employees is to enhance customer experiences in it, and there will be AI-driven insights aiming to improve customer satisfaction, and they are definitely focusing on operational resilience as well. And this particular partnership strengthens Commercial Bank of Dubai's ability to navigate digital disruption, isn't it? And they will also be handing hands-on learning experience where employees will undergo practical, real-world artificial intelligence and data training, and they're also going to be tech talks and expert-led session guys. And so far as Udacity is concerned, they do offer interactive sessions on emerging AI trends, isn't it? And there will also be personalized membership for employees, and more than 1,400 mentors provide expert guidelines and question and answer support. And I do feel guys, because of this partnership, Commercial Bank of Dubai will definitely get a competitive edge, isn't it? And their aim is to lead in the digital banking innovation across GCC region. And if you look at it from an economical point of view guys, this initiative aligns with UAE's vision for AI leadership as well. And so far as Accenture is concerned guys, their role is focusing on digital transformation and revenue growth as well. So this particular partnership guys definitely fosters a forward-thinking workforce as well. And it does reinforces UAE's ambition in becoming a global leader in artificial intelligence adoption. So definitely brilliant news. And I'm pretty much sure guys, over the next coming weeks and months, we will be hearing quite a lot of such partnerships as well. So definitely brilliant news. Now the next news guys that we're going to be talking about is also positive news. And an exchange called as Weeks guys, they've opened an international office in Dubai, and this is a Dubai Central Financial District. Now look how so far Dubai is concerned, it is becoming a dynamic crypto hub, attracting major exchanges like Bybit, OKX as well as BitGet, isn't it? And so far as Weeks is concerned guys, they now have over 600 employees in Dubai, making it one of the largest crypto exchange operations in the region. And the Dubai office guys will serve as the central hub for Weeks' global expansion, and they plan to hire 30 to 50 new employees in Dubai over the next 1 to 2 years. Now if you look at the history of Weeks guys, they were founded in 2018, and they serve over 6.2 million users, and the users are spread across 130 countries. And so far as the platform is concerned guys, they have a daily trading volume of over $5 billion, and Weeks guys, they also support over 1,700 trading pairs, including mainstream and emerging tokens. And the Weeks platform guys offers spot and derivative trading with leverage up to 400x, and they also have a 1,000 Bitcoin protection fund to safeguard users' assets. And the platform also has a copy trading feature guys, which is notoriously popular among professional traders, isn't it? And Weeks is also partnered with global ambassador Michael Owen to promote precision trading. The Michael Owen guys is an absolute legend in soccer football, isn't it? And they have a campaign called as Win with Michael Owen that offers $30,000 in USDT reward for new users, and users guys can win a signed football jersey by watching Michael Owen's brand video. And so far as this news regarding them moving to Dubai guys, they will focus on product development, localized services, and regulatory compliance to Dubai's office. Now at this point of time guys, I really am not sure if they do have all the licensing requirement by Dubai's Wara, but what I'd really recommend you to do is guys, go to Dubai Wara's website, and before making any transactions, make sure you go and check all of the licensing details. And whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice. Make sure you go and do your own research. And that's about all guys on the Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency, artificial intelligence, even politics on blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's Josh from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Noel who asks, will major brands like Sony integrating crypto payments lead to wider adoption? This, to be honest, Noel, is a great question, and I very strongly feel that major brands like Sony integrating crypto payments will definitely help that wider adoption, isn't it? Because when massive brands like Sony go out and accept crypto payments, it does add to legitimacy and trust, isn't it? And it does signal to both businesses and consumers that cryptocurrency payments and digital assets are not just a trend, but a real usable payment method. And that kind of trust is so important, isn't it? And you also need to think about the mass exposure network effect, because Sony already has millions of customers, and the moment they start using crypto payments, more people will get comfortable with the idea, and I'm pretty much sure the businesses will feel the pressure to follow similar pursuit as well. And when you talk about merchant adoption, if big players like Sony do it successfully, I'm pretty much sure small and medium-sized businesses will feel more confident jumping in, isn't it? And since Sony is accepting Circle USDC, I very strongly feel that it does highlight how stablecoins are becoming a bridge between crypto and real-world transactions. And by using Circle USDC, it does eliminate volatility concerns, making cryptocurrency payments more practical, isn't it? So look, I do feel when companies like Sony get involved, regulators are also forced to pay attention and create clearer rules, which can make crypto payments even more mainstream in my honest opinion. And also because Sony already has strong gaming and entertainment division, I also think they could expand into other areas. That could be, let's say, gaming purchases, NFT integrations, or maybe they might come up with Web3 powered PlayStation Marketplace as well. So I do feel it is definitely positive news and definitely a good question. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything series on Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Remember, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. via Blockchain DXB podcast, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the price of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And we also look at 2 news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. Thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.